Out. Sweet. Um, I think Stacy might come on. If you can, if you guys can, I'm gonna look out for Toby. But in the meantime, this is a book by a guy named Edward Lear. This book was like hugely popular. It's like a children's book in like the 1890s, and then it was really popular. That's when he wrote it, the late 19th century. And then, yeah, I think 1890 was the first one. And then it remained really popular throughout the 20th century. This publication is, I think, from like the 40s. I'll have to check it out. But this is a collection of all of his. He was basically he wrote kind of funny poems, prose, and some like silly poems, and he would illustrate them all. Oh, that's a nice tree, Michaela. Ooh, looks like a what are the ones in Washington D.C.? What are those beautiful? I can't remember. Okay, hold on. So Stacy says she's coming on. Okay, yes, into I have been outside. All right. All right, here we go. So let's just see how many letters we can get through. And it's really interesting because the words can actually kind of be very inspiring. You'd be surprised. What comes to mind. And we don't draw from imagination very often in this class. And we do a little bit, of course, but today is just going to be like a whole nother way of thinking. So I'm going to slide this over, and then what I'll do is I'll show you the illustration, his illustration, so his interpretation. So we'll draw the letters how we would do it, as if it were our book. And you can copy what I'm doing, but probably you should just do your own thing. And we'll see how many letters we can do. And then at the end, I'll show you what his drawings look like, and we can compare them. All right, so this is for letter. He goes through the entire alphabet. So A was an ant who seldom stood still and who made a nice house in the side of a hill. A nice little ant. All right, so that's all we have to go on. So, and then like that's the funny thing. It's like, is it? Does the house look like a regular human house? Does it look like an ant hill? You know what I mean? Is it like a little ant hill? An ant hill on top of a hill? Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna start. So I'm envisioning a hill, a grass hill. And then I'm going to envision an anthill. I hope this looks good. I'm going to make it a little bit taller. And I'll put a little ant at the top of it. So ants have head, thorax, and abdomen. And I think their abdomen is a little bit bigger than their, and I think they have little antenna. And put that on there. And they're insects, so they have 3 legs, and all the 3 legs come off of the thorax. So I'll link up the head, thorax, and abdomen. That's my guy. He is a little bit small. Let's see, maybe I'll make his body a little bit bigger. And whatever vision comes to your head, now, go for it. Maybe I can adjust this. So thorax in the middle, head this way, Maybe I'll give him pinchers and antenna. And then there's his eyes. So I'm going to draw this guy a little bit bigger. Head, thorax, and then abdomen. And I think their abdomen is kind of like a bee, and that it's more like a teardrop, I think. And I think it is like, significantly larger. I'm envisioning, the horizontal striations, and my ant is a black ant, but there's red ants and multicolored ants. 1, 2, 3. I'm just thinking about some joints. 1 joint, 2 joints, 3 joints. I like this ant a lot better, mainly because he's larger. So I'll put this ant on this hill. He's a big ant. And I don't know, I'm working with pen today. I don't know if I should probably. Pen and color pencils go nicely together. So maybe I'll make this. Oh, is that a nice green? Not a very nice green. A green. There's a grass green. I was just watering my backyard and my front yard for that matter, and I found a frog. Oh, I should have brought the frog in. Man. There was this cutest little froggy in the backyard. I guess I think it was a toad, like a baby toad. Maybe I'll give him some other feet too, because he's got 6 legs. So he's got the ones that are close to us, and then he's got the ones that are behind. I hope I didn't ruin it. A was an ant who seldom stood still, and who made a nice house in the side of a hill. A little ant. How'd you do? Nice, Joseph.
I'm not even done yet.
That's okay. Take your time. One of the things that could be really nice too. I love calligraphy. I mean, I remember when I was in I was a really bad speller. I was really bad at spelling, but I had really nice handwriting, and I could draw the letters really nicely. So if this is A for ant, I think I'm gonna draw I'll just draw the letter A that's right there. As you guys are finishing up. I mean, I admit I did draw my ant a little bit fast. So this A has a thick bar on the right, and then a horizontal base, almost like a foot for the, almost like a structural support for the bar, or for the angled side of the A. And then we've got a thinner one. It's almost like a column. It's very architectural. Letters are very architectural. It's handsome. It's a beautiful letter. A. I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. And again, this is like, it's not a warm up, but this is like part of the lesson. We're going to see how many we can get, but oh, that's good. Okay, that's what I was missing. I needed grass on the hill, and then I needed grass on the side of the hill. That makes so much more sense. Praise the Lord. Maybe should I try a lowercase a? Oh, yes. Okay, so capital A is for the big ant, and then my little ant down here on the little hill, that'll be a lowercase a, and I become the winner because that's awesome. Okay, let me just I just can't screw up the my drawing is so good right now. I don't want to screw up the lowercase a. It's like, I mean, because pen you can't erase. That's like the wild thing about it. All right, let me create a little bit more real estate. Make sure it's on the. All right, lowercase a. Here we come. It starts with a dot. We're gonna get this curving arch, and that turns into like the vertical, almost like the backbone. It's almost like the backbone of the A. And if you go from the arch on the top and then the backbone of the A leads into the tail. So there's a little tail down here. Love it. So far, so good. I think in terms of it being a circle, but it's really not. It's almost like looks like a belly. Ooh, it actually looks a little bit like one of the shapes of the head. Like if I make this shape a little bit oval, that's cool. I like that. I like being able to repeat the shape of the head of the ant in this little belly of the base of the A. So it's thin. Not perfect, but not bad.
I just made a super tiny ant that I can barely see.
So sometimes ants are so small. Yes, I can barely see it. Ants can be, yeah, that's a nice thing. Ants can be they're huge and they can be practically microscopic. I mean, I've seen ants on trees. I've seen ants crawling on me. I'm like, what is that little thing? And if you can look close and it's an ant. And then I've seen some that are like, as big as the one I'm drawing right now. Some big ants in different parts of the world. I haven't really done a whole ant study. Do you want me to show you his ant, the original author? When you're ready, let me know. I'll show it to you. And I didn't mean to sneak a look, but I did see it. And I'm not, and I can't remember what it looks like at this point. So I don't think I definitely didn't copy it. I just can't believe how like the little ant and the big ant. A was an ant who seldom stood still and who made a nice house in the side of a hill. A nice little ant! Exclamation point. I did not read nice little ant! Exclamation point. All right, one more minute, Michaela, and then I'm going to switch over. You can always come back to these, of course, because you could even write. I had one girl when she was doing these. She wrote out all the words of the little poem to go with it. I will probably not do that. All right, here comes the real. You want the big reveal? Let me show you the big reveal. It doesn't even look like an ant. It looks like a spider. That guy needs some help. I guess it does have 6 legs. Maybe ants looked differently in England 100 years ago. I think mine is well on its way to being its own book right here. Okay, let me see if I can. I have to I'm gonna hide bring up the poem, hide the image. This one, I think you're gonna like. I think you're gonna like this one. All right.
Can I show mine?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Oh, yes. That's what I was like. I had that vision too. I was like, I should just draw. You could draw like a person, like a house for people in the side of the hill. Was there an ant in there?
No.
You're gonna leave the ant out? That house is great. All right. This is gonna be great too. Hopefully you find this interesting. I love drawing out of my head. I didn't always like drawing out of my head, but you can. It's a skill. Okay. B was a book with a binding of blue and pictures and stories for me and for you. B. Nice little book. Nice little book. All right, B was a book with a binding of blue and pictures and stories for me and you. All right, so we got to have stories and pictures in the book. And there's got to be a blue binding. That's interesting. And then B, nice little book. So we can have a little book too. I'm going pen. I mean, drawing with pen is it's such a, you got to be like such a courageous soul because there's no erasing with pens. You're just like, I'm good enough to not erase. I will be perfect. Okay, let me see this book. I'm gonna open my book. What's coming to mind for me is this painting that Vincent van Gogh did of this like huge Bible. And it is an awesome painting. He did it before he went to Paris. And it's just like this massive book on a table, and it's open. And I haven't seen it in a while, but that's like and I have never, not that I have never, but I haven't made that many paintings of books. I'd like to. I'm going to make mine a hardcover. So I've got, this is the binding. No, the binding is this part. The hardcover part is what I'm doing right now. So I did the pages of an open book. So I can go like, this is like the side plan of the pages. Again, you do not have to be drawing. You should be drawing like whatever comes out of your head for a book. But yeah, I mean, most of the time in this class, I'm like, draw what I'm drawing because this is how it is. But this is your time to draw in your head. And they really are good, well-inspired stories. Not stories, but little poems. I'm gonna try. I have to make the pages look like they're the same size, or else that doesn't work. Putting in these lines that are indicating them, like a bunch of pages stuck together. I'm going to do the thickness of the thickness of the cover on both the right side and the left side. And then this part, the blue part, is the binding part. Ooh, Stacy's in the house. It's not going to be quiet anymore. Joseph, what grade are you in?
Going to 5th.
Nice. And you're a Gilman guy, right? I'm teaching in the after school program for for your grade this whole school year. So we'll be able to do it. We'll be able to have class in person, which I think will be fun.
It will be so much fun. And
Ooh, Stacy's in the house and her audio works.
hi,
Her audio
everybody.
works.
And I'm sure that we'll be recording throughout the year, just as we'll be recording today.
Nice, Teddy. We're recording right now. Michaela was kind enough to remind me.
Michaela, thank you. Well done.
Okay, so Stacy, this is from the Book of Nonsense. This is the series that he did for the for his alphabets.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is B was a book with a binding of blue and pictures and stories for me and for you. B, nice little book. It's got an exclamation point, so I tried to do it. All right, so here's my book. It's open. I'll do the binding. I'm doing the binding right now. so I don't forget. I was just saying how nice sometimes ink is with colored pencil.
Mm.
Mhm.
I also think it's really interesting how some time ago, or quite some time ago, books were actually bound in leather. Not all, but some.
Oh yeah, that is cool. All right, so most of the time I would be drawing with I'd be working in rectangles, but the rectangles are seen from the side. So that's where the picture is going to be, and then I will do, I'll just do an A up here as I just did it. And then I'll make little dots that appear to be words and sentences conforming to the curvature of the page. We even have a description of the picture. But the question is, what am I going to do inside the book?
Mm.
Like inside the rectangle, like what is the picture going to be? It's a story. Should I come up with a story?
Oh, Trevor,
It could be Hansel and Gretel. What?
I was going to make a suggestion.
What's up, Michaela? Michaela, what book were you going to say?
How about Mother Goose?
Ooh,
Mother Goose. I like that.
So that'll be good for the colors. I'll be able to do a orange for the beak, orange for the feet, and then she wears a bonnet, right?
Mm-hmm.
A little sweater.
Oh my God.
Thank you. That was great. What else is Mother Goose? What were the Mother Goose stories?
I don't recall. However, I wonder if
Does
Mother
Mother
Goose
Goose
was
have eggs?
in a little basket.
She's called Mother Goose, so
She's got little baby chicks. There's a little house. I'll put little baby chicks, little baby geese.
Oh,
I mean, do they look like geese? I don't know.
sure. Could there possibly be a blue bird on top of the roof?
No,
Okay, just checking.
just kidding. I'll put a blue bird up here. Is it a blue jay?
If that's what makes you happy, yes.
There's a blue bird right on top of the house. Just for you, Stace. Hold on. Let me put
Thank
the sun in.
you.
It's got a sun. Miniatures. I am so happy with this piece. I cannot even tell you. I'll make Mother Goose's pen doesn't work. A soft, a nice peach color. I need,
That is such a sweet picture.
oh, thanks. We'll do some grass in here too.
You're welcome.
Grass. Ooh, blue bird, blue sky. And I need some sun. I finished one page. Maybe I'll do B here. Capital B. Sometimes they use these big bold letters to start sentences or to start paragraphs rather.
I thought you were referring to a bumblebee when you said big.
Hmm. That might be a nice thing to include.
Maybe you can draw a bumblebee.
That's what I was thinking. All right, we'll do a big E.
Michaela, I like your way of thinking.
Bumblebee tuna. Bumblebee. Bumblebee tuna. That one's going in my highlight reel.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I almost forgot the wings. Who forgets the bee's wings?
Nah, we'll keep you. We would never forget that for you.
I forgot them. I forgot them.
I drew mine. Here. I
Let's
wrote
take a look.
Oh, Michaela, that's so good. What's it say underneath it? My little,
And then I said nice little book.
nice little book.
Oh, can you hold that away from the screen just a little bit? And freeze it, Michaela. Very nice little book. Aw, it was a book.
I tried to show him buzzing around. You know how you can do dots? Ooh, what'll make
Yeah.
him? What if I make the
Maybe you
bee?
can draw. Maybe
He's
you can draw.
Oh, you know what? You did it. I love it.
What'd you say, Michaela?
Maybe you can draw a flower.
That's what I'll do. I'll turn that into a flower. So much
So
better.
here's a question. No, I think you've answered it. Never mind.
You were gonna say, is the bee in the picture or is it in the real life?
No, I was going to say, is it a snack or is it a meal that he's getting the pollen from the flower?
I mean, it's a really good question. I don't know the answer. Make this a little red barn, maybe. Okay. What was it? Nice little book. I'm not gonna do the cursive, but I am gonna do the L I T T.
Oh,
So I started with the, looking for the middle. What word was in the middle so I could have it be centered on my book. So I looked at where the B was centered on that sentence, and I centered my little accordingly. A lot of times when you make signs, people start on the left and they go to the right, and then they run out of room at the end. You have to write out the whole sentence first, like it is here, and then you have to go find the middle of your sentence, which is here. It's like the second T. And so then I put the second T in the middle of my composition. You'd be surprised how many people don't know to do that. That's great.
hold that still.
That sun is beautiful. Is that a sun?
Beautiful.
Is it a sun? Yeah.
Is that, are they birds in front of it? Yeah, nice. Well done. Little book.
So Stace, before you got here, we
I like that.
were kind of practicing letters as well. Yeah, I mean, we're
Mhm.
doing an alphabet, so you might as well have the letters. Okay, and then I have to do E. E. And then C.
That makes so much sense to do that word backwards.
It can be. It can be a little bit awkward actually, because you're just so not used to, you really are drawing the letters. You're not like spelling them out.
Right. But for placement, it's great.
Yeah, for placement it really works. Nice little book. It is a nice little book. Oh, so then that's what I'll do up here. I'll put B right up where the letter is. Okay, so there's a long vertical column. and it's pretty thick, and it widens out into a support beam at the top, and then a structure support for the bottom. And I gotta find the middle. Usually the bottom B is the belly of the letter is usually bigger on the bottom. So I will do that. And then the outside of the belly, the roundest part of the belly, it's thicker and darker. I'm just like pointing out, just the nature of the letter. And I accidentally gave it a little tail, but still, nice little book.
Nice little book.
I don't think I'm going to do the lowercase b on this one. Did I do it? Did I do it on the other one? I did. Stace, this is my first one. A for ant.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then I did a lowercase a for the baby ant. Do
Yeah,
a little ant down here.
that's so cute.
B. All right, do we dare? Do we try? Do you want to try C? I think C is crazy. I gotta hide the image. I've already seen the image, but that's why it's no fun. Oh, let me show you his book. That's his one.
Oh, you know, the one that the three of you have
Nice
done.
Yoda.
so-
Did you build that?
Sure.
Joseph built the Yoda.
Oh.
Should I go all the way to Y? Should I go? I don't think they invented Yoda. Y. U. Y was a U, which flourished and grew by a quiet abode near the side of a road. I guess a U is a type of a tree, huh?
I thought it was an animal.
Dark little U. That's a good word for Scrabble, by the way. You use Y and a W, 3-letter words. You got to remember, you got to just look up 3-letter words and memorize them for Scrabble.
Right.
That's cool. I don't know where see, he included a B, a little lowercase b in there too. Oh, that's meta. Look how meta this is.
What's
I have
meta mean?
Like, I have a book that has a picture of a book, and the picture of that book has a picture of a book.
Got it.
And
This-
because it's my book, I can put a picture of a book inside
book.
that book. I need a really small pencil to do it. I just use my pen. And then there's going to be a book inside of that book. All right. I just made my book more valuable.
You did.
I should sign it. So this guy was like, like I'm saying, he was a writer mostly, a writer of like children's stories. So he was a good drawer. He wasn't like an incredible drawer though. Yeah, Michaela?
Can you show me your lowercase d? I mean b.
Lowercase b. I didn't draw it. Oh, that's the lowercase b right there.
In the word book.
Oh yeah,
And
this
finding.
that's a capital B in the book.
But there,
All right, I'll do it. I
did a
think-
lower,
I think it'll be
Trevor,
lower.
you did a lowercase b. Nice.
Oh,
little
I
book.
guess I did in the book itself. Yeah. Yeah, in my drawing.
Oh, what is that, Joseph?
Joseph's obsessed with Yoda.
Yoda.
Can you write a poem?
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Grogu, I don't care.
You should write a poem about Baby Yoda. All right, I'm gonna do the B, a lowercase b. So I think it'll be.
You think it will
I think
be?
it'll be good. All right, so I have my column, and for some reason the column feels thicker at the top of the B than at the base. So maybe it pinches in slightly. But there's our, it's got like a little tail, a baby tail. The oval is taller. Let me straighten this out, sorry. The oval is taller than it is wide. So I have to be aware of that. And I think the inside of this loop starts in the middle of the column. And then I'll be able to draw the line by just thickening the outside. Let me drop that down a little bit. There it goes. It doesn't look very good. You win some, you lose some, especially with pens. All right, here we go. This one is great. It's so big I have to cover it up. I have to use two things to cover it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, let me move my page. I'm almost, I thought I almost filled up our sketchbook, but it's not. Remember the dragon with the dragonfly?
Yes, that was
that was,
so much fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm off. I'm on to the next page. All right, let me read it. You guys can read it. I mean, for yourself, but I'm just going to read it. Make sure we're straight. Move this up. That's parallel. This is parallel. Make sure there's enough real estate to draw. I'm going to straighten this one out so it doesn't screw us up.
Thank you.
You're probably driving it crazy. Sorry about that, Stace. I know
I
how you
appreciate
like your,
it.
and now you like your right angles. Okay, C was a cat who ran after a rat, but his courage did fail when she seized on its tail. C, crafty old cat. Crafty old cat. So now, so this one's gonna have a cat who's running. So there's movement, and then there's a rat. So we have two characters. We have a cat and a rat, and then we have an interaction between the two where the cat's courage fails him. So I guess the cat is going to catch the tail, and then is like probably freaking out. It's kind of like what happens when a dog, like dogs bark. You know, like my dog barks at the the trash truck. Like he hates the trash truck, and Bailey will just like bark, 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 and like I think he wants to attack it, but I'm like, if I let him out and he attacked the trash truck, like what will you do? Like what does the dog do when it catches the car? Like it can't do anything. It's got to be this like so awkward. You're like, so anyway, I think that's funny. It's kind of like, well, the cat probably never even expected to catch the rat. Rats are nasty. Rats are super nasty. I would
Yeah,
not.
they're really nasty.
I'd be scared of them.
Mice are nasty.
They're so
They're
nasty.
mean.
Yeah,
Mice are.
I just think of disease when I think of mice and rats. I associate disease with both of them.
Yeah.
At least
Oh, yeah,
rats
Stacey,
are like nicer.
Stacy hates rat. Stacy doesn't like cats either. So this
She
is probably,
does not.
probably the worst. This is probably the worst subject for you ever, because no one
Well,
likes rats. Well, very few people like rats. And all right, so here we
Can
go.
I just
See?
put a cat swinging the rat around on its tail?
You did?
Wait, did you do
Could
it
I?
already? Have you sketched
No.
already?
No, can I though?
Yeah, of course. This is whatever comes to mind. I should probably wait. I mean, I should probably wait before I don't want to like influence your drawing. You might have influenced my drawing though. All right. Cat. C was a cat. That'd be so funny to name your cat C. What's your cat's name? C. Why?
See?
C stands for cat. What else would I name them? Okay, so the kitty cat.
Or if you named your cat, Cat.
That's not original.
Well, to me, it's quite original.
All right, there's my cat. Hip to knee, knee to ankle, Ankle to the ball of the foot, and then we'll do his toes. Ooh, that's a big cat foot. Yikes. I'm gonna make him really low to the ground. This reminds me of this one pose I saw from like the Grinch, like the Grinch that stole Christmas.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there more to follow that? We're
No,
rated-
no, no. I can't. I think it's like
rated-
I think I'm like envisioning him like maybe when he was like inside of the chimney, or like when I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it was the dog or something. Like just like him leaning down to the ground, and I kind of have
Mhm.
this. So if this is like the armpit of the kitty cat, then the cat's arm is going to be shoulder to elbow, elbow to wrist, wrist to knuckles, and then I'll do his toes, and then I'll do the claw. And this is where the rat's tail is going to be.
That's going to be a big rat.
Yeah, it is.
Get that rat. So what animal would eat the cat that ate the rat?
A lion.
There you go. That works. Works for me.
Car.
Well, that would be a splat of a cat and a rat.
Nice one.
Wouldn't the rat already be dead?
It could be.
My cat is looking ugly.
You think?
Yes.
May we see it?
Well, I've only drawn the head.
No. Well, you're
Too
not
early to
even.
tell.
The head.
Right. Yeah, the head looks like a cat's head.
Let's see. I missed it. Game tiger stripes. That might be bad. That's gonna look like a tiger.
He has the tail right there. I think. Yeah.
This guy's tail
Okay.
is way too big.
Tiger cat.
No, I don't use this very often, but because I need to thicken up his legs here, because I think I made him too scrawny. I think I'm gonna make everything that's on all the parts of the cat that are on the right side, below or above. I'm gonna thicken the line a little bit.
And why would you say you wouldn't normally do that?
Because I wanted to. I think before I was keeping like kind of consistent line weight,
Okay. Gotcha.
and I wasn't like introducing, shading really. I think I was leaving. I think that's what it is. I was leaving shading out.
Mm-hmm.
And the striped cat is helpful. I can make the stripes go on the tail as well. I'll give him a little black patch at the tip of his tail.
Here's mine.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Oh,
That kitty
hold
got.
that, hold that a
No.
little further from the screen.
The rat
And
is like
freeze.
around.
Thank you.
The rat what?
The rat's turning around.
Trying to get away.
Rats.
Let's see, Joseph.
I haven't
Hold
it.
finished yet.
Joseph, I
Hold that
missed.
back
I
up.
missed it. Let me see. Can I see? Joseph, I
Oh,
missed.
yeah, wait.
Okay.
He's not quite finished, right?
Yeah, not finished yet.
And sometimes if you darken where the line where it's in contact with the ground, that can also be helpful. All right, C is for cat. Whew, that was scary. Crafty old cat. Crafty old kitty. Should I give him? Oh, I got to give the rat his whiskers. Mm-hmm.
Did you finish that up, Joseph?
Yeah, the cat is flat.
Nice tail.
That's great. I like the exclamation mark above that too.
Yeah, that's great. That's good. All right. There's the C has this little like a little cap. It's almost like an arrow. And I think it has to do with calligraphy originally and how the hand that you would almost like start the pen with the downward motion and you'd circle back.
Sort of like a cursive C,
Yeah.
capital.
Mm-hmm.
So it has even though it's printed, it has its origins in handwriting.
Oh, that's a cool cat.
Oh, I like that. Cool cat. Oh man, I colored the other ones. I didn't even think about color for this one. I'm gonna go
I'm gonna go orange.
orange too. Oh my god, that saves the day. These colors make all the difference. I'm going gray on that rat.
We would hope so.
I need a nice gray. What's this one called? French gray. Sounds good to me. I wonder when Vienna's coming back. I'm gonna go gray with his body, and then maybe like that salmon color on his tail, and probably on his face too.
Can you give him pink ears?
Yeah, I'll give him bright pink ears. It doesn't look like red.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Should I do like some yellow on top of the kitty cat? Looks good to me, y'all. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
What
Rat
about that
is
little?
my favorite part.
He was a cat who ran after a rat, but his courage did fail when she seized on his tail. Let's see.
Color.
What's up? What'd you say, Michaela?
Frozen. She's
Oh, yeah, she's
frozen
frozen.
and laggy.
Oh, you're
Color.
back, Michaela.
Michaela, you got to put it in the chat because I can't hear you. Let me see if I can open up the chat.
The cat.
C is for chat. The chatty catty. Where should I put the lowercase c? Right below. I'll do the lowercase c.
I said color on the cat.
There's color on
Like
there.
C for color.
Mhm. So I have a bright orange, a bright yellow, and then I'm using a darker orange. I think that helps.
Color.
Oh, collar. Guys, yes. Okay, good. Thank goodness. I didn't hear you, but I read it. What color should I use for the collar?
Color. Color.
I use red for the collar. Lowercase. I'll draw the collar around his neck with the pen. That looks good. And then lowercase c. So there's a little a circle. Oh my God, you guys, look at the C on the tail makes a C. I didn't even notice that. And so did on the both of the tails. Dude,
How about
I'm
about
working
the
on a
little-
I'm working on a really high level right now, people. This is not normal. Like when people are like, did they do it on purpose? Was it intuitive? Like like look at all of the relationships, like this leg to this leg to this leg to that leg, and then like the curve in the C, the curve in the collar, the curve in the tail, the whole thing's full of C's. There's like
I see
there's
see
C's in
that.
the nails and like the whatever the claws, and C spells claw.
Trevor, could you put the little C under the big fat rat?
Like the lowercase c all the way down here. Or I was gonna
Well-
put it. I was gonna center it. I think it's better if I center it.
C, center it.
Center.
Center it.
And then what was the other thing I was gonna say? Oh yeah, maybe we could do G for genius.
Maybe.
Then we might have to do H for hubris.
I think that you are in the zone, Trevor. It might be a good thing to not talk for a moment while you're in the zone. That's adorable. Well, the letters are adorable to me.
C. Oh, I'm so happy.
No, that's
Oh
H.
wait, do you guys want to see? You want to see what his C is?
Yeah.
Before we totally finish, let me see. Let me see what his C is. Okay. All right. This one is not going to be as good as all of yours, I promise.
Here's the reveal. Oh no. No.
Oh,
That's a tiger.
I can't believe I was telling this to my morning class. Like, I can't believe how, like, if there's like a pop song, I'll like hear, I'm very easily like influenced. Unfortunately, like, I don't think I've ever thought in my mind intellectually. See how he's got stripes down his back like that? I mean,
Yes.
I totally stole that, but I didn't mean to steal it. Like, it was subliminal.
So we shouldn't be calling you a thief.
I mean, I made it my own. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not thievery. It's but it is, hold on, why was this not in focus?
It's art. It's just art. And yours is so much better. I mean, I'm disturbed by both of the characters, but the
Yeah.
little bit of
picture,
a-
the artwork is so much better. Yours is so much better.
So the rat looks like a cartoon rat, like an evil cartoon rat.
Yeah. Oh, Michaela, you
And
put out
then-
all the words. It's beautiful.
Oh, Michaela,
That
I see that.
looks like a top.
All right, Joseph, let's see yours. Can we see one more time? Stacy, did you get to sketch any of these?
The cat and the rat? No,
No.
I thought it wise to,
Did you take a picture of Michaela's?
no, because I couldn't see hers on the screen, but I
No,
would
it's
love to see
orange.
it again.
That orange is good, Joseph. I think the orange is the way to go. Yukon.
I love your bear.
Yukon.
Yeah,
basketball.
Michaela, can I try to get a pic of, oh, there you are. Can I ask you to hold that up again?
Mhm.
And freeze it. Oh,
Yeah, it's really sweet.
yeah, that is very sweet.
Crafty old cat. Crafty old cat. All right, that's it, everybody. So Michaela, I hope that you sign up again, in the future at any point. It was really fun working with you all this time. And did you feel like you improved your drawing skills over the summer?
Yeah.
Cool, good. All right, Joseph. Well, I will be seeing you, I'm sure, this year. This isn't the last class. I think there's a couple people signing up next week. Yeah, and I'll probably be in the studio next week rather than at home. Got the big painting to do. All right, that was so much fun. Thank you guys so much for making such good work. I appreciate it.
Yeah, take care, Michaela.
Bye, everybody.
See you, Joseph.